Good morning and welcome back to our shared space on YouTube, Natural Connection with the Shaman. I am your host, Shaman Odin Greywolf, and today I'm just going to share one card with you. One divine masculine card, because I think the message of this card is very important. We have Adonis. Adonis is the Greek god of masculine beauty. It was said that he was born to a goddess who tricked a man into sleeping with her so she could get pregnant. He became so infuriated by the trickery that the gods turned Myria into the myrrh tree to hide her. Adonis was then born from this tree. And once he was saved by Aphrodite, who passed him over to Persephone to look after. When Aphrodite returned for him as an adult, Persephone refused to hand him over. Zeus, the god of the sky, intervened by allocating 4 months of the year to each goddess and 4 months of freedom for Adonis. Falling deeply in love with Aphrodite, Adonis spent 4 months by her side, ultimately becoming viewed as her counterpartner. With a reputation amongst the other gods as holding astonishing beauty, Adonis is associated with rebirth, youth, attraction, and fertility. Nowadays, handsome men are colloquially referred to as an Adonis. He exemplifies the standard of beauty, not just of the gods, but of this time of men as well today. So, the message of Adonis has a lot to become. First of all, I really like the fact that he spent 4 months with Persephone, 4 months with Aphrodite, and then 4 months all to himself for his freedom. So, his messages are: I am good enough as I am worthy, I am valid. He speaks of gaining confidence to help you turn inward to find your own answers. We already talked about him spending 4 months with Persephone, 4 months with Aphrodite, and 4 months to himself for freedom. He represents rebirth, attraction, and fertility. Meeting the standards of beauty will not change how you feel within. Feeding into unrealistic expectations strips you away from joy. So when I was writing this part down from his messages, it reminded me of a girl I knew, a very beautiful woman. And because she didn't feel beautiful within, she wasn't accepting herself. She was getting lip injections and getting plastic surgery and hair extensions, and no matter how beautiful she would make herself, she never felt enough, so she continued. She was constantly seeking outside validation, modeling for different platforms, social medias, and just a constant seeker of external validation, because no matter how beautiful she became, she could never feel that beauty within. So, same thing with men. I've known men at the gym that are in total physique, total health, and critiquing the hell out of themselves over like the slightest little things, like, oh, I need a serration across my chest right here, or we all can fall victim to that, no matter what it is. If you're constantly seeking validation outside of yourself, there's definitely more inside that you need to take a look at. Let's go on. You don't need to be perfect. Be honest about where your desire to improve comes from. Now, this is important in our time today, because everyone is on the healing journey, right? Or the self-improvement journey. So, are you being honest with yourself about why you desire to improve? Is it from a total perspective of becoming more well, having wellness as your primary goal? Or is it really your lack of acceptance of who you are? Are you trying to, we're in the spiritual era, right? Are you trying to put on a personification of something? Where does this desire for your self improvement come from? If you truly just want a better wellness to your life, like you want to feel better, you want to have more health, be mentally clear, you want to be emotionally cleared, then that's something valid for you to pursue it. But if you're just pursuing it because everyone else is doing it, there you are again looking for outside validation to guide you on who you should be in your life's journey. And it shows that you don't have much acceptance of yourself. This really matters in your life. This is the most serious question you can ask yourself. Because if you're just doing something just to follow along the herd, remember that herd might be running off of the edge of a cliff and not realizing it because there's so many people in front of them. Right? Can't see the cliff's edge when you're following a billion people. Okay, let's go on. Confidence comes by developing internal acceptance, not external. Not external. Looking outside for approval will only cause you more internal damage. Like we discussed, the more you seek external validation, the harder your life becomes. Because now it sort of becomes like a craze, doesn't it? Like what was once your joy becomes a drug almost, a seeker of a dopamine hit to get your fix on feeling good by somebody else's validation or how people think you appear. Where were we? External. Looking outside for approval will only cause you more internal damage. So it's time to give yourself permission to start a self-love journey and start accepting yourself. It is not selfish to love yourself. Once you love, care for, and accept yourself, you are less likely to take from others and instead become more balanced in giving and receiving with others. Healing isn't about becoming the most lovable person in the world. It's about accepting and loving the worst parts of yourself. Look at your insecurities to see where to love yourself more. Turn inward to find your own answers. So I can't stress it enough. I've met healers in the past who believed that their power to heal others only came from their power to be loved by everyone, be the most caring and empathetic person in the world. Empaths come from a damaged life. It's not a superpower. It's a sign of where you definitely need internal help, healing. Because an empath comes from this. An empath comes from always having to learn the moods and feelings of others for your own safety. Learning how to read people's faces and expressions and tones of voice to avoid safety from like violence or something bad, traumatic that happened to you. So you don't have to become the most loved person in the world. You need to love even the worst aspects of yourself. Like, fuck it. Have you ever heard like addicts say the first step is to admit you're an addict? Well, that's accepting. I accept that there's a problem. You have to accept this within yourself. I accept that, this is me. Whatever your phobia or fear that you don't accept yourself in is where you need to start. Not by pleasing others. Pleasing others will only get you strung out. And I mean strung out, drained, pulled in too many different directions, boundaries constantly pushed, um, no empathy for you when you're going through something. I've seen so many healers in the past that they just allow people to walk all over them. As soon as they begin to speak, they're like, hey, how about they get somebody jumps in their conversation and tramples all over it. And this isn't who you should be. You should start loving yourself by accepting that, those things that people said they didn't like about you, those are your best attributes. Because those people who said that they didn't like you, that was the only thing they saw about you. They didn't know anything about you. So take my advice and take today's divine masculine message. Also, stop looking outside for validation is also to stop blaming outside for your validation, right? We can't blame. We can become aware that these things are relevant, right? But we can't dwell on the relevancy of negative things that come from other people. We must own and accept it and stop it ourselves. Self-acceptance and self-love is creating strong boundaries, saying this is not where I will allow to be penetrated into my energy. You know why? Because when you get caught up in the cycle of negativity, you're allowing other people to bring their negativity into your life. You become the pot calling the kettle black just as well. It is just human nature to begin to parrot, like a parrot, a bird, to parrot other people that they're surrounded by. This is why successful people tell you who are the 5 people you are constantly surrounded by. What is their behaviors? What is their mentality? That is who you are. So, this has been coming in a lot this week. Open your heart, turn within, trust in the universe, trust in your internal compass, your inner guidance. Become still, move lightly, and meditate, right? Well, this is what I've been meditating upon. If we give ourselves as much time and attention as we're giving everyone who demands our time and attention, then we should feel good within. If you're not feeling good within, you're giving too much of yourself, and it's time to start a self-love journey. Set up some boundaries. This is what I'm going to do from now on. This is my routine. Health, diet, exercise, mentality, meditation. If you're, meditation could go along with, can be a double whammy. A walk somewhere peaceful where you won't be disturbed. And that can be a form of meditation and physical exercise. Watch what you eat. Just start taking care of yourself. What makes you feel the most insecure? Sit with that. Be honest with yourself. Why does this make me feel insecure? Is it something naturally that you don't believe you should be doing? We are our own knowers of right and wrong. There's nothing wrong that we do that we don't already know is wrong. So be honest with yourself. Or is it just something that you truly enjoy, but maybe someone who was a little jealous of who you are made fun of you and said that what you enjoy isn't worthy of your time, and that destroyed you. So now you're like, oh my God, I'm really a dancer, but so and so says I dance funny. Well, then there you go. That's not an insecurity. That was a projection of someone who had insecurities about how you danced. Are you insecure about something because you've caused harm or damage to another? Well, then face it, own it, accept it. I did wrong to someone. This is fucked up. I should fucking find out why I did wrong to that person, right? And that's all you can do. You can't run around being the empath that is pacifying everybody, taking on everyone's problems, and trying to please everyone else because you just get ran over in the meantime. So, take some hints from the divine masculine. Find where you need to start loving and accepting yourself. Become internally beautiful for your own status, your own self acceptance. And in turn, the universe also meets you with that action. So it's not like, oh, I'm going to make myself internally beautiful. Universe is going to give me all beautiful people, right? It's going to align you with people who accept themselves and have innate confidence. Innate confidence will never yell or scream to get their way. Innate confidence will never have to step on others to raise themselves up. I run into a lot of people now that are supportive of their communities because they genuinely are innately confident and healthy. So take some time, polish yourself up, find your insecurities and own them. If you're a doer of wrong, own it. Stop hiding from it. Stop hiding from it. That's your only problem. You're trying to hide yourself from yourself. Own it, accept it, fuck it. I did this. I need to fucking accept it and heal it within myself and figure out why the fuck I did that and don't do it again. Fuck it. That's called ownership. That's called taking accountability for your own actions instead of blaming everybody else for something you're hiding from. If you're insecure because others have put you down, fuck them. Fuck them. They're not your people. Find new people. Learn to love yourself and stop being so at everyone else's demand. You're not here to people please. You're here to be authentically you and love yourself so that you can honestly love others. You can't love other people if you don't really love yourself. It's more of a drug deal or some kind of exchange. It's more about trauma bonding than it is about love if you don't love and accept yourself completely. And I know that may sound harsh, but it's the truth. You see it all the time. This is why we have the empath narcissist. You'll see a complete empath with a complete maniac narcissist, and the empath is always catering to the narcissist to make them feel better about themselves, and the narcissist is keeping them feeling low about themselves. So they're always in this, oh, I need to care for everybody mentality because that's exactly where they want you. I need to care for everybody rather than just genuinely look within, heal yourself within, then genuinely support others without a transaction cost, right? Do you look at people like a dope deal? Do you look at people as a transaction? Do you look at life like a strategic game of chess? If I move here, then this will happen here. If I move there, then I'll get this. If I move there, I'll take out their knight. Are you looking at life like this? If so, you don't accept yourself. You're not on a healing journey. You're either in fight or people please mode. You're either looking for enemies or you're looking for target, you're looking for prey, something to feed on, or you're looking to please. out of insecurity of your own self-worth. So this is something that everybody can work on. So anyways, Adonis, that's your message for today. Thank you for tuning in. If you found this video helpful, hit the like button. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. Here on this channel, I'm gonna divert it more towards astrology, divine masculine healing energies, shamanic practices, magical things. I want to get back into working with my Enochian tables and discuss that here. And we'll put a lot of the tarot over on the Odin Grey Wolf channel. So thank you for tuning in, and I will see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.